but I have my lava lamps on, and I just got a new one, which I'll show you before we end. And we have Truth and Only Truth. And this is about Hawaii, and it's about the thumbnail. And here's the shirt. The shirt is from Lee, but it's something to do with Hawaii. So maybe somebody's in Hawaii planning on moving to Hawaii or planning to leave Hawaii. And I usually say all of it because too many people would be watching, so I can't single it out. But Hawaii is very significant. And this little critter here, and Pac-Man's been coming to mind a lot. So it's kind of like we're one by one grabbing the dots, which are the fake people, and one by one we're putting them where they go, where they belong. Okay? So we've got Tasha and Irene. I just want to say hi before I get started with the energy. And the main energy today is the King of Swords. You'll be able to see the cards probably nice in this lava lamp. Okay, the King of Swords is somebody who is in their leadership, St. Michael's sword type of energy. And that was the same energy I was getting with Pac-Man, how he takes them, crunches them, and puts them out. Sometimes he gets trampled over, right? Sometimes we get wounded, but then since we're divinely protected, we get healed and we pop back up. And then we are like Pac-Man, where we, again, truth and only truth. Okay, truth and only truth is all we want. If our significant others, if our jobs would have been truthful and loving the way we were, we'd still be with them. So don't feel guilty if you're not with somebody. So we have the King of Swords energy, which is intelligence and logic. So with that truth, you want intelligent logic. You want rules, laws, and logic. You want to be brave and courageous and being able to say, I am a wise man. Okay, I made my card here for today's energy, the King of Swords energy. After I have all my cards completed, then I will have my own deck. But we're going one by one with you guys. So on the flip side of the King of Swords energy, that's your divine masculine. We're also wanting those qualities in our partner. And as I said, our partner will have all that because they'll be our twin. So don't focus so much right now on the twin. Focus on you being able to be 100% okay with you. Once you get to that point, the other half will come in. Now, if for some reason the mission needs to be fulfilled sooner, of course it's all divinely protected and divinely guided, then he or she will come in maybe when you're not completely healed because they're your healer. You see what I'm saying? So everyone's different. You got to take this as an individual reading, but it's the energy. So it's the energy I'm reading, and you have to fit it into your assignment. Okay, then we have you need to be grounded. Now I've already shuffled these 3 decks, and I'm just going off the bottom of the decks. So we have grounded was the overall energy. Now on this card, it says deeply rooted beliefs, stubborn, driven to succeed, and focused determination. So I want you to be that way. That goes so hand in hand with the King of Swords. Focused, intelligent, leadership, stubborn as in a way of this energy is, stubborn's not a bad thing. This energy, because I've already read where you've had to break your old beliefs and not be stubborn, but in this energy, it's a stubbornness that's good. It's like the song, I get knocked down, but then I get back up again. You know, you're damned and determined to do this. Now, I just watched the movie from 2018 called Mission Impossible Fallout. Now, I've seen it before, but I'm watching them all again because I have a whole different mindset now. And in that movie, somebody says to Tom, oh, it's going to be a storm, or we're in a storm, or whatever to do with storm. And Tom says, I am the storm. And that's the kind of attitude I want you to have, is that I am the storm. Now, we've also heard from a few readers just recently, meaning in the last 10 hours of energy, that we've completed the tests. We have completed the test. So if you're on this highest timeline with me, you've completed your test and you need to just move forward, because now you are the test. And that goes with the same energy of I am the storm. Okay, it's like you get through me, that's your test. Okay, that's the kind of attitude. It's like you survive me, then you were tested, instead of feeling like you're a victim, that you're always being tested. Okay, yes, you were being tested. John used to say God don't test people, but you know, I beg to differ. It's all one big test. Just like Job, it's just all one big test. Are you going to complete your mission or not? And it's mission possible, not mission impossible. Okay, so we've got grounded and the King of Swords. You feel the energy that I'm telling you about, okay? Charge ahead. Okay, then on this last deck, we've got focus. So if we're going to focus, can't really see it too well, but it's an octopus, and he's balancing the bubbles, right? That's what it looks like to me. He's balancing the bubbles, but he's got 8 arms. We only got 2, so it's a little harder for us, okay? But again, it's like this guy here, and it's like Pac-Man again. We're just one at a time. Also, look up the poem called The Starfish Poem. It's about a little boy that throws back starfish one at a time because he's saving the starfish one at a time. And I just love that poem because that's all we can do. You know, one assignment at a time, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time. That's all we got. And I will go ahead and go one more layer, because that's the energy right now, is to be bold, determined, leadership, know that you are the test, you are the storm. Then we're going to go a little bit deeper and go into the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is usually about communication. What I'm getting off the card is you being the communicator. Not so much you're going to get communication, but we're going to go back to the King of Swords and grounded, where you are the one being the leader. You're the one saying your beliefs. You may be prompted to talk longer. You may be prompted to start your own channel. You may be prompted to tell your friends about all these great things that you're hearing, feeling, and going to be doing. It's okay. This is okay energy to talk in. 8 of Swords. 8 of Wands. Then we have, under the grounded card, we have the spiritual warrior, righteousness, and ancient formable power. Now, that's just what I was saying about spiritual warriors are not silent. Spiritual warriors look like this card. Spiritual warriors go forward with that stubborn attitude of, I get knocked down, but I get back up again. And once you get knocked down by that person, place, or thing, you probably don't get knocked down again because you learned from it. That's the whole energy here. And then underneath the focus card, what do they want you to focus on is serenity. Okay? Speaking your mind should give you serenity. If you're speaking and you feel all kinds of conflict, it's probably time to leave that situation, because them people are, it's like debating with the demons. There's no point in debating with the demons because they're not going to listen. But if you talk with the angels, they listen, and you guys converse, and you probably help each other. So the example I'm hearing is like with the AA meetings, right? Let's say you go to an AA meeting or you're on an AA meeting online, and all you feel is contention and conflict. You don't feel serenity, maybe a workspace, maybe your family, maybe even your husband or wife. When you don't feel serenity and you seem to be like debating your energy, time to go. I got asked a question from David Shield. He asked me why I don't believe in astrology anymore, but I believe in numerology and I believe in tarot cards. Now, that's a good question, right? I'm not knocking them, but I don't have to explain myself. I'm not here to give you a long session on my beliefs, okay? So he felt like he wasn't worthy of me, and I believe he left the channel. Well, that's fine, see? But as soon as he got out of my energy, I felt relief, because I don't have to debate. You just take me on how I am. If I don't like astrology anymore because I think the moon is a space station and I really don't believe in all that planetary stuff anymore, that's on me. That don't mean you have to. And I really don't need to have to explain my belief system. So if it doesn't give you serenity, if it doesn't give you that peace when you're speaking your truth, then leave it. Somewhere along the matrix, we got this impression that we had to prove ourselves to everybody and we couldn't run. Because if we ran or we left the situation without debating and winning, then we were like losers or something. Okay? So break that thinking. If it doesn't give you serenity, and you're not being grounded and a spiritual warrior and believing in your beliefs, then stop communicating, hold on to your serenity, and focus on the King of Swords energy. Now that's a really, really good energy right now to be aware of. So I'm so glad you guys are listening. And the ones that joined in later, I want to thank you, Soul Sister and Divine or Divian OP6TN. Okay, I want to thank you guys, because if you're aware of this, you're going to keep your serenity. You're going to keep moving forward because you are the test, you are the storm, and you're going to have serenity. Isn't serenity what we really are? Aren't we all really looking for that? Okay, so I am Miss Mystic, and thank you for listening. Oops, I wanted to show you the lava lamp if you're still here. There's my newest one right there. That's going to come and go woo, woo, woo once it heats up. And then there's the old one. That's the Palladian one from Palladies. That's the color we wear. And then last night I had on a red silk spandex, red spandex with black sides. That's what I was wearing for my suit last night, with a red and black spandex cover over my head, kind of like Spider-Man. So we had a good time in Astro last night, and now I want to say thank you for listening.